Woke up this morning and felt like super motivated. Before I even got out of bed, I went through like 8 or 9 messages in Twitter DMs that were waiting on a response, and got some text messages sent and followed up on a couple things. Literally, that's Eli. Literally within the first 15-30 minutes of being awake, just took a really good shower. Gonna go downstairs, get a little bit of a nice breakfast, cup of coffee, and see if I can carry this type of productivity throughout the rest of the day. Feeling pretty good. Eli. Okay.
Chili.
It's happening again. All I can think about when I hear the artificial thunder noises is the Rainforest Cafe. I was there for DreamHack Vegas with a bunch of like old school Counter-Strike legends, and one of them really wanted like a slushy kind of blender type drink, and we had way too many of them. They came in this obnoxiously large blinking LED light cup, souvenir cup. I actually don't think I have the cup, otherwise I'd show it to you. But it's just every time I hear that, that's what I think of now. Which honestly is not bad. It's actually a really good memory. I had a lot of fun that day, so it's just funny that that's what I thought of. And now it's time to really get the day started. Well, the productivity from this morning is definitely carried over. I got 30 or so emails done, so about half my inbox. And I can probably continue on with that, but I wanted to take a little bit of break, focus on some other stuff. Set up a discount code on the Selfless store, store.selfless.gg. In case anybody is interested, use the code MAY. Get a pretty healthy discount. The sales of the golden jerseys have been really good, so I figured it'd be a good time to push a little bit more on the traditional merchandise, the shirts and the hats. I don't think I've mentioned on any of the vlogs so far that my brother was going to be out of town for about a week or so. He's doing a board and train, but at somebody else's house that they want him to kind of house sit, dog sit, and train their dog. So he actually just left. So now it's just me in a house full of dogs. I did want to get some stream time in, but I've just been doing all kinds of other things, so I haven't really had the opportunity to stream yet. Looks like it's going to start storming here soon. So I'm going to finish 1 or 2 other things that I really wanted to get done, and then I'll probably jump online to stream. It may not be that long. I really don't like it when people, I can see out the bedroom window. I really don't like it when people walk across my lawn. I don't know if that makes me the old guy. I didn't go out there and tell them to get off my lawn, but have a little bit of respect and don't walk within like arm's distance of my front porch. It's just weird. There's 1 or 2 other pieces of content that I still haven't recorded that I know that I want to, but just felt super productive today in a different direction, so I've just kind of go with it. On days like this, I find it's good to kind of just go with the flow, not really fight it, just kind of take the momentum in the direction that it's carrying you. So I've done that. I might take about an hour or so here, take a shower, watch some of these matches. There's a lot of Counter-Strike going on right now, and it'd be good to kind of immerse myself back into that for at least a little bit. Hopefully get a little bit of a stream in at some point, and see how it goes. So I spent a lot of time in the past 2-3 weeks or so really kind of mapping and understanding the process for a streamer or an influencer that produces content to take the content, especially if it's initially produced on Twitch, to kind of chop it up and then reuse the same piece of content on YouTube and monetize it so that they not only extend their brand to another community, another network, but they're also generating revenue from it. So I've taken a look at not only the financial elements of that and how much that they can make, took a look at several of the popular streamers in CSGO and in Overwatch to kind of gauge how much, if they have this number of regular viewers, how, what does that correlate to in terms of their engagement on YouTube, and got a pretty good understanding of what that looks like. And then I've gone through at a very practical level to understand what it takes to actually go through that start to finish, from stream piece of content to pulling it down to chopping it up to editing it to putting it back, giving it back to that person or putting it on YouTube, and gone the whole way through. So you'll probably see some pieces of content for me that kind of outline that whole process. I think it could be really valuable, especially as players are looking to really build not only revenue models for them to generate, enough income that they can live full time off their streams or off their, professional gaming type contracts, but also in helping them to brand and to market themselves a little bit better. Well, good news and bad news. Good news is I had a very, very relaxing 2 hours. The bad news is my productivity fell off a cliff about 2 hours ago. So the storms are past now. I ended up just kind of vegging out, watching some Counter-Strike matches. Now I have to let the dogs out, play with them for a little bit, since I think the yard is dried out from the storms before, and probably gonna eat a little bit, feed the dogs, hang out downstairs a little bit with them, bring them back up, and maybe actually get some stream time in today. We'll see. Time to check back in on the chili. Well, it's getting later in the day. Dogs ate. It's about a half hour ago. And it's actually still kind of muddy out here. They really didn't have a chance to get too much energy out earlier in the day. My brother played with them for a little bit, but he had to get on the road. And then we had thunderstorms. So it's a little bit muddier than I would prefer, because now I'm going to have to wipe their paws and they're going to track mud in the house. But they got to get some energy out. I wonder if there's a place I can set this camera up that it can record all the action and I don't have to be worried that I'm going to break it. Let's see if we can figure something out here. Good boy. Hans is being a bit of a bully right now. Bring it here. That's good. Got some playtime in. I don't know why Hans just decided he wanted to bury the tennis ball in the middle of that, but it was pretty funny anyway. And probably gonna eat some chili and hopefully get back to my computer and maybe get a little stream time in.